Hey guys, Milwaukee is upping their game in their M12 FUEL 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch ratchets by creating a high-speed variant. That's going to lower the torque a little bit, but it's going to give you a lot more productivity. We're going to walk through all of what they do and what they look like along with that redesign. Stick with us. I'd like to start this off by showing you the Gen 2 3/8 inch M12 ratchet. This thing is absolutely awesome and I love it. And the high speed model has taken some things from this, but they've redesigned this tool so you have a little bit more rubber overmold here, and you have a nice battery indicator that is now on the back of the tool facing you most of the time rather than off to one side. The head size is significantly different. And you can see here they've also shortened up the tool. The new high speed is 11.1 inches with the battery top to bottom. This tool is much smaller. It's going to get into tighter places, and they do have a flush tail switch at the end to switch your directions. If you do not like this flush tail switch that's going to be on the 3/8 and the 1/4 inch drive, you can get a higher 3/8 inch drive tail switch so that it's a little bit easier to use with gloves. But I think most people are gonna just dig this pretty much. It's almost the same as if you had it in the Gen 2 model. Now the 1/4 inch drive and 3/8 drives are not going to be interchangeable. You have 450 RPM and 35 foot-pounds on both the 3/8 and 1/4 inch drive models, and that is a huge increase. Let me just show you here. I have some extensions with some tape on them, and I think this really shows exactly the speed of what you're getting. I mean, it is well more than double the speed. Let's go over to a quick bolt that I would use for these and just show you the difference in speed, removing them and fastening them. I love these ratchets for light duty use, but when you're using them, sometimes with longer fasteners, or even like this one's a fairly short one, it can take some time to remove it. Let's show you here. And it's out. Now, that's not a crazy long time, and over time you kind of get used to it and you think, well, we could go a little bit quicker. Let's put it back in. And it's very controllable, and that's what I really liked about this, and I kind of can understand how tight that bolt is. Now here, this is much smaller, much lighter. We just come over to this guy. I had to loosen it here, and I can use this because I didn't quite have the torque. But look how fast that came out, and that's very significant in speed. So if you were talking about a fine thread fastener instead of this one, which is definitely not fine, it would come out much quicker and increase productivity. The difference here is going to be the amount of torque that is applied one way or another, and you can use this to manually tighten further, or if you needed to loosen a fastener before, you could use it to loosen the fastener and then remove it. Either way, you're getting more speed with this unit, and you can increase productivity on smaller items. Milwaukee already has the boot out for this model, so if you think that is something that you would like to have on this tool, it fits perfectly, looks in place. I actually really like this. Keeps a lot of the dust and the dirt outside of this tool, makes it kind of separated from some of the other ones, but most people probably already have the boots on these already. Now, what I think might be coming on this tool, or what I'm excited to see, and I always hate to take that jump forward, I like this tool a lot. I like the smaller head that's here, but what excites me is the possibility of an extended model of this. This is the 1/4 inch extended model of the Gen 2s. I really dig that these can get into tighter places before we get into the larger control area. And if we had an extended model of this new high-speed tool, I think the sizing of the 3/8 would be very similar to the sizing of this 1/4 inch. And you can imagine the tighter places that we could get it into and just get more work done in general. Okay, here's my take. I'm super excited about this because if I'm changing oil and have to remove skid plates, or if I'm working on an alternator, I'm working on a lot of different things in newer cars, I have less space and I have to remove more guards, more something, just because it's all there. And I have a lot of fine thread bolts that are just a pain in the butt. So what ends up happening is I get frustrated with the speed of this tool because I might have 10, 15, 20 of them to remove to get a skid plate off, and I move up to an impact wrench because it's faster. And I do the same thing for when I'm putting them back in. I start them, zip it back up, and then I'm kind of ahead of the game, moving quicker. But I don't always then know how tight I'm getting things because I don't have the feel of it, especially with smaller fasteners with an impact wrench, where this I can really feel the force coming back against it since there really is no impact action here. So the new tool is not only lighter, but it gives me the option to break something free if I need to, remove it quickly, which 450 RPMs would be basically equivalent to level 1 on an impact wrench, and I can move that fastener out. But when I fasten it, I can also fasten it quickly and use this to know how tight I have it rather than the impact wrench. The impact wrench might not be correct, but I think that's what most people are going to be going to, right or wrong, because they want the speed. And things break that way, but people get paid that way also. That's just the world we live in. So this is going to increase productivity, still gives you a ton of good feel. The trigger on this still allows you to come in nice and slow. There's a lot of great features here. I love the total redesign, more grip, more places to hold, a lot more to this tool in a lighter weight package that I feel gives us everything that we need, flat out. I'm a huge fan of these. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you've seen these things everywhere. I absolutely love them. I have everything from their Gen 1 all the way up and use them in multiple different situations, and I can't say enough good about them. I even like the right angle impact ones in this style because they work well when I need them for something a little bit more heavy duty than this. Not a ton. I'm not talking about getting a huge impact out, but those two also work for me. We have videos out on all that stuff if you want to check it out. I'll have a lot more in the description on the part numbers for this, more of the information that's coming out on these tools, when they'll be out. I'll have links so you can pre-order them below in the whole 9 yards. There's a lot of cool things here. Check these things out. I really think you'll be super impressed as to what they will do for you and your productivity, and just the fact that you might not break things if you're going to back away from using that small impact wrench for fastening or removing these tiny bolts that we all deal with on a daily basis. As always, we thank you for your time watching this video. Give us a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Have a great day.